Anyway, to Daily Mail White House correspondent Francesca Chambers. We've also got Axios Congressional reporter Caitlin Owens. Caitlin, to you first on the bowing the president has taken in light of the Supreme Court decision. Is it your sense here that he's going to find a way to ride this or something, maybe get more support even on this immigration bill, apples and oranges as it kind of is, as the wind at his back, even though he said, the heck with it, why don't you wait till after the midterms? What do you think?
You know, I don't think so. Immigration is just such a divisive issue in the House. You've got so many competing factions. The House is voting on a big immigration bill this week, and it's always been expected to fail. It was just a member management thing where Republicans wanted to vote on an immigration bill. And while Trump does have a big victory today, the president has not been super engaged in creating member confidence to vote for this bill. So I think that while, this is definitely a victory for the president today, I still wouldn't expect an immigration bill to pass in the House. You could be wrong. Things can change very quickly these days, but it's still a very long shot.
Yeah, I think, Francesca, even if you get an unlikely victory, even though in that other measure, the GOVAT measure that got 193 votes, which very few people expected, it's possible that it wins the day in the House, unlikely. But then the trouble is always the Senate, right?
That's right. Even if it did pass in the House, it would have to go to the Senate, where Republicans only have 51 votes and would need at least 9 Democrats, assuming they had even every Republican, Neil, voting with them, to be able to pass immigration legislation. And you mentioned earlier that the president goes on here for a little while. We expect, by the way, this pool spray to last about 38 minutes. The president does come back, we're told, at the end to talk more about this victory that he said was a tremendous success and a tremendous victory for his administration. And also the president does go on to say, however, speaking to what you were asking, that he does, however, now feel a little bit more emboldened after the Supreme Court victory for his administration today on the travel ban.
I'm wondering, Caitlin, where he sizes things up. His approval numbers are up. When it comes to the economy, those numbers are up. I don't know how all this is factoring out politically and the impact of the immigration and tearing these kids away from their parents and all. So the dust has still got to settle there. Where and what's the word you're getting on how he is trying to right-size Republicans right now?
The president, this is who President Trump is he is fiercely tied to his base. He cares about those approval ratings, and they just have this link where they love what Trump does. He loves their approval, and it's this back and forth. That's why you're seeing such a hardline stance on immigration. The political pressure was on the border separation policy. That was huge political pressure. It was too big. But everything else, I think we're going to see him. He digs in on this. And his core Republican voters, the base of the party, they love it. But that's a really difficult place to be, because then when it comes to, as we're talking about, immigration legislation in the House and Senate, these members there's a wider spectrum. So getting them, they are not all far right, hardline immigration hawks, and so just getting an agreement there, and then not to mention there's Democrats. You need Democrats in the Senate. So I think that while President Trump feels emboldened in his executive action, it doesn't translate into compromise on the Hill.
Francesca, the far bigger issue I hear from a lot of Republican politicians is this trade thing. And that the tougher he gets and the more countries he includes, the harder it is for them to explain to their constituents if this blows up. And that's their biggest worry, not so much the immigration thing. What do you make of that?
Well, the president has made both of those issues, Neil, a central focus of his campaigning. He's been out a lot on the trail in South Carolina yesterday. We know that he's going to North Dakota later this week. But in addition to immigration, he has been talking about trade, and he does think that that's something that's beneficial to him. He believes that these trade policies will end up working out for the administration and for U.S. companies. Just look at what he was saying about Harley-Davidson. He says that they won't end up having to pay these larger tariffs in the end. They won't end up paying stiffer penalties for their exports into Europe. So the president does believe that this agenda will work out for him, and it will help Republicans on the ballot in November.
All right, ladies, thank you very, very much.